Hey y'all, what is going on? Glad that y'all can be here with us on a Wednesday evening. Hope everybody's having a great week. We're fixing to get started here in about 15 minutes or so. Fix this real quick. Okay. Alyssa Parker's getting the start. Dipper has 17-0. Could be. Chris, how are you doing? Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I heard it's pretty windy there. Is it going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Is it blowing out or is it blowing in today? I heard that earlier. Oh, CD, that's an easy over, sir. That's an easy over. I think there's going to be a lot of runs scored by Oklahoma tonight. That's right, Boomer. Should be a good day, but how y'all doing? How's everybody's week going? I'm just really, really excited that SEC play is finally here, y'all. Finally, we got the Auburn Tigers coming here into town in a couple days. So, tired of all the non-con. Glad this is one of the last ones that we got to do. So you guys are feeling pretty confident. I had 12-0. We had 17-0 by Deborah. She's feeling really, really confident. Slaggy has 15-1. CJ 12-0. CJ being a little conservative again. I know weather's been a factor. I know they said earlier in the week that weather might play a factor in tonight's game there in Oklahoma. Luckily, looks like everything is good. I know Tennessee had to postpone their game. So I know that weather's playing a factor across the country in a lot of softball games. So I'm glad that Oklahoma is going to be good to go in that. There's no issues with, weather, lightning, any of that stuff. So glad we're going to get the game in. So I know, CJ, you said that Alyssa Parker is the so blowing out to right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's go with this for the an over under today. What are y'all going to take on that right there? What do y'all think? Especially if the wind's blowing out like that. What do y'all think? Also, while everybody is still coming in here, we also got to keep an eye on basketball. So, of course, we know that the women, they're just kind of waiting. They got beat up a little bit by LSU, but we'll see how they do whenever they get selected because we know that they're going to be in the tournament. But men's basketball, they play tonight at 8:30. They're the last game of the night. They have South Carolina. Looks like they have to win 3 to get in. But to me, it's a very doable path. So definitely want to keep an eye on men's basketball later. This game shouldn't be a big deal. This game should be done by the time that game gets started. I would think be pretty close, but hopefully the guys have a good night. And then when we get in here Friday, we're talking about how OU may have a chance to get into the tournament, which I didn't think was even remotely close to even there was no way that was going to happen. But man, it's crazy how they've kind of bounced back. I think somebody said that they've gone 6-2 in the last 8 games in the SEC, so they've kind of put themselves in a opportunity. But CJ, you're going to go over 5? I don't mind that if Katie gets to start on Friday. I think Katie's going back in the right direction, so I wouldn't mind that. I mean, she's going to be on a short leash. She will. So, but hey, give her the opportunity. We've seen what she can do in the past, so definitely wouldn't mind that if that is the case. Nice. Nicole Mendez is in the booth with Plank. Bob, how are you? Glad you made it back safe from the cruise, sir. Hope you had a good time on your cruise. Fix something real quick, y'all. So if you're just coming in, let me know. CJ, Katie will not start Friday. 0 chance. What do y'all think about the rankings? Not, I mean, a whole lot really didn't change because most of the top 10, top 12, they went undefeated this past weekend. But hey, Bob, when did you get back? Did you get back home today or yesterday? Monday. Okay. Well, I'm glad you got back. Glad you had a good time. Hopefully, I'll get to go on another cruise at some point. It was a lot of fun. We went a couple years ago for spring break with our boys, and we went to the Bahamas too, Bob. So it was a good time. Deborah, you think Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee is going to be a problem. I haven't heard anything on Carlin Pickens. I don't know if she's still kind of day to day or they're just kind of babying her until they really, really need her. Um, ooh, really? Wow. I wonder who they're putting in her place then. I mean, maybe now, maybe they're just going to, CJ, maybe they're just going to have Alyssa just focus more on pitching, especially as we get here into SEC play. Maybe that was the plan the whole time, you know? I am kind of surprised about that, but AP's not going to be in the lineup. That one does surprise me. Cassidy Pickering is okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just excited, y'all. Teddy, welcome. Good evening, sir. Glad you could tune in with us. Teddy, let us know what your score prediction is. A lot of us are pretty confident in the ladies getting into the teens tonight. I guess the wind is blowing out there in right field, so could be a lot of offensive fireworks. So we're about 7 minutes away or so from first pitch, so just kind of waiting for that to get going. Okay. Well, what are your guys' thoughts? What's your guys' early thoughts on Auburn? You think that's going to be like an easy sweep for us, or I mean, think we're going to struggle a little bit? What do y'all think? Teddy, 27-3. Man, Teddy, if we get that, that's going to be a long game, sir. Man, talk about increasing our offensive stats. Woo. Teresa, good evening. Glad to see you. Teresa going 12-0. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. They were playing yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so anytime that a Texas fan tries to talk crap about us having a weak schedule, yeah, no. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident, CJ. I think it's going to be a sweep. I do. I just don't think Auburn's going to have enough in the gas to do anything. I mean, they played Kentucky this past weekend and they took 2 of 3, and man, Kentucky is rough, y'all. Softball is not their sport, so make it 18. Yeah, we have So we have Auburn this weekend, and then next weekend we have Ole Miss. And Ole Miss, I don't see much coming out of Ole Miss either. So I think our first two series, there's no reason why we shouldn't go 6-0 between Auburn and Ole Miss. So we know that Tennessee and Texas, of course, they went 3-0. And Bama, they've all started out 3-0. So but if you're just now checking to make sure you guys keep an eye on men's basketball, what we thought was not even a possibility at all, and is kind of waiting for Porter to get fired. They've gone 6-2, y'all, in the last 8 games there in the SEC. Excuse me. And their path, if you look at their schedule in the SEC tournament and they're in basketball, their path is pretty doable. They have South Carolina, then they would have A&M, and then they would face Arkansas. So, CJ, they have, Ole Miss used to be pretty good in softball. Now, it didn't help that we probably took one of their best pitchers in Miley with Chainmail. That didn't help either. And Kentucky, they were postseason, they were there a few years in a row, I think, and then they've kind of fallen off. So I got to be careful what I say. You know, I can't talk too much about Kentucky. I got to be careful what I say. I don't want to get in trouble. So I don't want to get in trouble. Fleming, I agree. Yeah. Florida, Bama, Tennessee, Texas. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. And we don't play Tennessee. We don't play Florida. Of course, we have Texas, and I don't think we have Bama either. We have A&M, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Kentucky, Auburn, and Georgia. So, Bob, it's been a long time. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, they had a battle today. They had to come back to get that one. Whenever Calipari was there, they didn't have to play on the first day for sure. Pope, I believe is his name. I can't think of his first name. The coach there at Kentucky. Yeah, Bob, it's probably been a while. It's been a while for sure. Arkansas is dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I think Bama's going to take at least one L, if not a couple, this weekend. Fleming agreed. Texas will be our toughest opponent by far, I think, regular season-wise. A&M's fallen off. I don't think A&M is going to be – no, we got to be on our A game, of course, but I don't think – A&M didn't really scare me. I mean, just kind of looking at the schedule, really the only one that scares me is Texas. So already Texas is down 9 points to Ole Miss in basketball. Well, I like that start, Bob. Go Rebels. Hope Ole Miss gets the upset in that one. So majority in here, you guys think that we're going to get a sweep this weekend with Auburn? You guys aren't too worried? Should be a sweep no matter what? Even if KD is a starter in one of the games? Yeah, Fleming. So my thought was because of our weak schedule. Yeah. So if you guys saw that Oklahoma has in the RPI, they're number 14. They're number 14. So Rachel Lawson's the Kentucky coach. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so wind is definitely going to play a factor in this game. I know I saw a little bit of the baseball game earlier, and you can just see the jerseys just flying a lot. So, yeah, pretty windy there today in Norman. Pretty exactly. Exactly. Our schedule last year was way tougher in SEC play. We went 17-7. Okay, the game's not coming on. Pretty empty, y'all. Considering what we're used to seeing there at Love's Field, it's a pretty empty. I mean, fans are still coming in and everything, but this should be a pretty easy win, though. Shouldn't have no worries here for Oklahoma today. Yeah, CJ, of course. Yeah, Kendall definitely is going to test that no matter what. Absolutely. But yeah, we should win every series in the regular season. I think it's all going to come down to that series April 10th through 12th with Texas. Now we have to go down to Austin whenever we play Texas in softball, so we'll see how that goes. But I don't know all of Texas's schedule. I don't know if they have Tennessee or Florida or Bama or I don't know who they have exactly. But yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't be a 1 or 2 seed at worst in the regular season. And then it's just what does Tennessee do? Who's going to take out Tennessee? Who's going to give Tennessee their first loss? You know, the other day LSU had a chance and Tennessee walked them off, and that happens. You know, whenever you're a good team, you just find ways to win. So we've seen that over the years with Patty Gasso here in Oklahoma. You know, last year with Tennessee, a couple years ago against Clemson with Kinsey Hansen. So, I mean, we've seen it multiple times with Oklahoma. So, wind is, man, Everett, how are you? Wind is blowing 25. Golly, that's crazy. Well, I'm excited to see how much is this wind going to play a factor then. Holy cow. We're fixing to get started here. Of course, Tulsa's in the all blue uniform with the white and the gold trim. Deborah, I think so too. I think we start out the SEC easily 6-0. We get to sweep over Auburn this weekend and then Ole Miss next weekend. So after Auburn, we have a midweek game against Memphis. We have to go down to Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, so Ole Miss and then LSU, and it's at Baton Rouge. So Kentucky, Texas. We have one game with our Oklahoma State in between Texas and Arkansas. So that could be tricky. You just never know what you're going to get out of Oklahoma State. So, yeah, looking at our schedule, I think our first threat of maybe getting beat in the SEC will be against LSU. So, of course, Oklahoma here in the all white with the red letters, Alyssa Parker in the circle. She should have a great day. This is going to be a good experience for her. I'm really curious to see CJ agreed. Yeah, let's go opposite field. Some small ball, absolutely. Yeah, I wish we would see a lot more small ball. We have the speed to do it. So I wonder if we're going to see a lot more of that once we get in the SEC play, whenever the competition's a lot better every day. So Texas has Arkansas, which is tough, Kentucky, and Georgia, you never know. Bama's going to be good, A&M. So Texas, they really have Arkansas, us. Oh, are you talking about, Bobby, you talking about the ticker at the bottom? Or are you talking about sorry, Bob. All right, so here we go. Alyssa Parker with a 1-0 count. Now a 1-1 count. A very windy day here in Norman, Oklahoma. Everett said it was 25 to 45, so going to see how much this wind is going to play a factor. Alyssa Parker here with another one. So 2-1 count here for Alyssa Parker. Oklahoma coming in with a 24-2 record. Tulsa having a rough year, coming in 8-14. Of Of course, they're in the American Conference, so hopefully they do better once they get into their conference play. A 2-2 count here for Alyssa Parker. So if you're just tuning in, we're just getting started. It's a very windy day there in Norman. Wind's going to play a factor. We're going to see, is it going to be a good thing or is it going to be a bad thing? So, of course, this is the last non-con easier game before Oklahoma finally is going to get into SEC play this weekend against Auburn. Grounder over to Alyssa Parker, throw over to first. One down, so good start here for Alyssa Parker. Sorry, Bob. My apologies. I got you. I know, right? What was I saying calling that red? Saggy she is. AP is a really good defender. Man, Patty could put AP anywhere and she'd be fine. Infield, outfield, it's not going to matter. She's just such a phenomenal athlete. Oh, good pitch. So 1-1 count here. If you're just tuning in, we just got things started. Top of the first, one down, Alyssa Parker in the circle. Thanks, Bob. Of course, we got Sid Barker over there at third, so make sure you guys keep your prayers for Nellie Mack. Hopefully it's a successful surgery, a speedy recovery, and that she's good to go come next season for Oklahoma. And she's, she comes back better than ever before. So, and of course, we know that she'll be in the dugout, here just coaching up the young pups on the team. So, Alyssa Parker here with a full count, nobody on, one down, taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes today. We've all predicted a 10-0, 12-0. A lot of y'all have the score being up in the teens. So this a walk here for Alyssa Parker. See, now, for y'all that may not have tuned in the other day, on that game Sunday, I was able to call like 4 double plays in a row. Do I want to call it here? You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're going to see a double play to end this first inning, or to end the top of the first. We're going to go for it here. It's going to be a double play, and we're going to get out of this. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, it's like we can't have the free passes no matter who the opponent is, because you never know when it can come back to bite you. But I'm going to do here. I'm going to go. We're going to see a double play. I think it was Jimmy Setterfield that said, "Man, he wanted me to give him some lottery numbers," and I said, "I don't think that's ever going to happen again." But we're going to see it here. I'm going to call a double play. See if I can't go 5 for 5. If you're just tuning in, it's a very windy day here in Norman. Weather's been all over the place. Cold, hot, windy. The weather is very, very bipolar lately. So Alyssa Parker in the circle. Top of the first, no score. Runner over at first, 1 out. Looking to turn 2 here and get in dugout and get the offensive fireworks going for Oklahoma. There it is. Did I get it? Oh, dang it. Dang it. I thought I had it, y'all. I thought I had it. 5 for 5. The throw over to first, just not in time. So potential double play, and the throw just not in time. Dang it. Man, I thought I was going 5 for 5, y'all. But we did get the lead runner, so 2 outs now here for Oklahoma. CJ, I don't think it'll ever get that high ever again. Dang it. Yeah, Bobby, you're right. Close, but no cigar. 1-0 count here for Alyssa Parker. 2 down, 1 on. Ooh, good pitch. Pitch there on the outside. So we got a 1-1 count. Looking to get a third out here, get back in the dugout, and get the fireworks started here for the Oklahoma offense. We were averaging over 4 home runs a game through 25 games, and now we're just below that. We got 3 the last game, so maybe this is the game, y'all, where we can make up for that and get back on that 4+ home run average a game. I think it's very, very possible for sure. Boom, there we go. Strikeout by Alyssa Parker. So good inning there for Alyssa Parker. So let's see what the offense can't do here. Yes, Slaggy, it does. Yeah, AP looks good so far. Like what I see so far. Of course, she's a freshman. She's a do-it-all player. I mean, so yeah, I'm still surprised, CJ, that she's not in the starting lineup. But I get it. You know, this is where Patty's going to start. Hey, Alyssa, I need you to be a pitcher. So let's just focus on that, because Patty knows she's going to need Alyssa in the SEC during conference play if we're going to get to where we think these ladies should be able to get to. So Slaggy's taking the over under 3.5 runs. I'm going to take the over. Going to take the over here. I mean, I don't think this will be like UTEP or who was it, Alabama State. But I could easily see us getting to 15 to 20 runs for sure. So, but yeah, I definitely don't want to see the slow start. Definitely don't want to see that at all. Letting some of these teams hang around longer than what they should be. So yeah, hopefully we get a 5-6 spot here and get this game over here pretty quick. Exactly. Salute. Car, how are you? Teddy's taking the over of 3.5 in the first inning. Right, CJ? Right? I would like to watch that game. I really would. I wish they would play that game. So here we are, bottom of the first inning. Kai Monitor to get us started. Kai Monitor leading the way in batting average. Yeah. Oh, actually, Kai and Lexi are tied with the 522 batting average, which is ridiculous this far into the season. But there we go. Kai with the hit out past shortstop, out to left field. So there you go, Kai. Just the start we wanted to see by the Oklahoma Sooners. Man, that wind is blowing hard, y'all. Dang. So for y'all that don't know, Carr, that's my brother-in-law. That's who that is. So he's a character. You want to come say hi? No. Your brother's in here.
Hi, brother.
You gonna be camera shy today? Yeah. See. Thanks, honey. Nice try, sir. Yeah, pretty. That's phenomenal. Yeah, I didn't really know what. Oh, Ella Parker's going to get hit in the back. Yeah, she's going to feel that one later. Ouch. Ella walking down to first, but yeah, she's going to feel that one tomorrow, y'all, for sure. Yeah, CJ, you know it did. But yeah, pretty impressive what Kyle Miner is doing as a freshman. Hitting 522, it's just crazy. She's going to be such a star for this Oklahoma squad moving forward. They're showing the replay of Ella Parker. It's getting drilled right in the back. Ouch. So here we are now. Runners at first and second. No outs, no score. Bottom of the first. Oklahoma and Tulsa taking Kendall Wells up to hit here. So could Kendall get 19? I'm sorry, 20. What am I thinking? I think Kendall easy is going to get 20 here. Probably 21 by the time the day's over with. She's going to get her a couple. Pretty, that's what I think. A Kendall bomb, absolutely. That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, CJ is going to definitely, or I'm sorry, yeah, Kendall is definitely going to test that win. Kendall fouls one off down left field. So an 0-2 count here for Kendall Wells. No score here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. Kendall Wells looking to hit her 20th home run on the season. And she's one of these, and she's another freshman. So this batting order, I mean, it's compared a lot to the 21 squad with Alo and them, but man, this could definitely be better than that squad for sure. The biggest difference, though, y'all, no matter what stat you want to look at, home run, batting average, hits, whatever it is that we all know the SEC is way, way tougher than the Big 12 was. So we'll see how much their offensive start really starts to slow down once they get into SEC. Or maybe they just keep doing what they're doing and they just keep they just keep putting up ridiculous numbers. So we'll see. Kendall now with a 2-2 count. Two on, nobody out. Come on, Kendall. Kendall with the grounder. Is she going to run it out? Oh, not able to. So Kendall Wells hits a grounder over to second base. Thought she might be able to run it out. Not enough speed, but she does advance the runners. Now Oklahoma has runners second and third, only one out. So it definitely was a productive out there. So we haven't seen Kendall Wells hit too many grounders to second base this year. So kind of odd to see. For her, it's usually either a home run or it's a pop out somewhere. So, oh yeah, Saggy. Kyle would have beat that out. Abby Dayton would have beat that out. I think majority of players would have beat that throw out for sure, but that's okay. We have Cassidy Pickering at the plate. A good chance here to get Oklahoma on the board. Runners at second and third, only one out, no score yet here in the bottom of the first. On a very, very windy day here in Norman, Oklahoma, taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Cassidy coming in with a .493 batting average. Yeah, so the team batting average for Oklahoma is 456, y'all. That is ridiculous. 26 games into the season, and you still have over a 450 average like that as a team. Just insanity on some of these stats that OU has put up. Pick here with a 1-2 count. Yeah, CJ, that was really, really weird. Not used to seeing Kendall hit little slow ground balls like that. JJ, not too much, bits and pieces. I I know earlier today I saw where they had, so the OU had to, a hit right up the middle by Cassidy Pickering. It's going to score one. Okay. Thought it might score two, but not enough. But yeah, a big hit right there by Cassidy Pickering. Hard ground ball hit up the center field. Kai Miner easily comes in. Ella Parker over at third. Yeah, so the ball was hit so hard that Ella Parker had to jump up in the air and kind of spread her legs a little bit so the ball wouldn't hit her as she was running over to third. Of course, Kai could have walked in on that one. So runners at the corners. Oklahoma up 1-0 now. Still only one out. Gabby Garcia at the plate. That's going to be an easy steal for Pick over to second base. So runners now at second and third. So if we can get a good single here, good chance to get 2 more RBIs get 2 more runs on the board for Oklahoma. Gabby Garcia, only a sophomore. And it feels like Gabby's been here longer than that, y'all, but she's only a sophomore too. So the offensive stats that we're seeing, they're not going away. Not for the next 2 or 3 years anyway. Gabby's going to foul that one off. So 1-1 count now. Saggy agree. We do. So yeah, I'm surprised with the weaker opponents that we've had. And of course, we're not seeing the best catchers in the nation by no means. Yeah, kind of surprised that we don't have a lot more stolen bases than what we do. Gabby Garcia out to left field. Home run for Gabby Garcia. So we're kind of wondering if the wind was going to play a factor, but Gabby Garcia able to get it just over the left field wall. And just like that, y'all, 4-0 Oklahoma. So if you're just tuning in, Gabby Garcia with a 3-run bomb. Number 104 on the year so far for Oklahoma. And OU now at 4-0. So we were 1 home run short the other day of keeping that 4-run average for home runs a game. So we got to get at least 5 here today to get back up to that average. So I feel like today with our opponent that we're playing here in Tulsa, they're not a very good team. They come in 8-14. I don't think it's going to be like New Mexico State or anything, but we could probably, I feel like we could easily see 6 to 8 home runs today, y'all. JJ, good point. Reginald, how are you, sir? Glad to see you in here. Good. Yeah. Hard to steal bases when all you do is hit home runs. Great point, JJ. Absolutely. Bella Ermling at the plate. I'm sorry, not Bella. Lexi McDaniel at the plate. Coming in tied for the league, for the team leader on batting average. So, yeah, Lexi coming in with a .522 batting average. And she's going to go out to right field. Oh, not going to be enough. It's going to be a pop out. So Lexi McDaniel with a pop out there to right field for out number 2. But if you're just tuning in, Gabby Garcia just hit a 3-1 bomb a second ago to put Oklahoma up 4-0 here in the top of the first, or bottom of the first, against Tulsa. Yeah, the wind in right field. So that gave you another good point right there. Why the risk? Reginald, did you have any crazy weather up there in Illinois last night or the last couple of days? A lot of crazy weather up there in Illinois and Michigan and Indiana the last couple of days. And Oklahoma too. It's going to be an infield hit there for Sid Barker. She's able to outrun she's able to run out the throw and beat the throw there. So here comes Alana Agbanani to the plate. 4-0 Oklahoma, bottom of the first, 2 down. Runner at first now. See if Alana can't pass it back and keep this offense going. I think CJ said it at 3.5, right? Here in the first, so we're over that for sure. Definitely wouldn't mind putting up a few more, though. And you're seeing this game, and the sun's out. It looks beautiful, but, man, that wind. I think Everett said like 25 to 45 miles an hour. That's ridiculous. Teresa's softball size hill. That's golly. Yeah, there's a lot of insurance claims today, especially with broken windows and vehicles. Man, softball size hill. That's no joke. Well, I'm glad everybody's doing okay. Nobody had any damage, or nobody was hurt with all the crazy weather going on across the country. So, I don't know about up there in Illinois or down in Oklahoma, but I know here yesterday in St. Louis it was almost 90 degrees, and here in a few days the low was like 18. Alana here with a strike, so she's on a full count now. 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the first inning. Oklahoma up 4-0. Let's go, Alana. Oh, Alana. Look at Alana. Alana Agbagnani with a home run. Wow, look at that, y'all. That's not Alana's thing. That's not her MO, really. That's not what she does. That's not her MO, but wow. Like that. Let's go, 105. Dang. Yeah, that's number 2. Pretty saying it's a chilly night there in Norman, too. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have put her on my bingo card for getting a home run. I mean, she does it from time to time, but that's definitely not her. That's not her game. But, man, what a shot by Alana there. Oklahoma now 6-0. So Abby Dayton at the plate. We wanted to see fireworks, and that's what we're seeing, y'all. So I love the start here for the OU offense. Already up 6-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Abby Dayton at the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs for Oklahoma. Alyssa Parker is the starter for Oklahoma. She had a great 1-2-3 inning. Well, it wasn't exactly a 1-2-3, but it was a very quiet inning. Abby Dayton with a grounder over to first. Going to get tagged out for out number 3, but the damage is done. So Gabby Garcia with a 3-run shot. Alana Agbagnani with a 2-run shot. And Oklahoma up 6-0, y'all, after 1 inning. So Gabby over left field and Ilana over right field. Love it. Okay, got that saved for y'all. Let me go. Yeah, Teddy, I don't know if we're going to get to that, man. But hey, you never know. You never know. Teresa, right? Right? Yeah, get that strength coach a raise. So coming into today, Alana had that was Ilana's 5th home run of the season. So she's not somebody that we expect to see do that too often, but hey, I like it though. It's kind of funny how we see Ilana hit a 2-run bomb, and then we see Kendall Wells hit a little slow grounder to second. Just like the total opposite. Yeah, Brian. Alyssa Parker's in the circle. She had a very quick, quiet first inning. Gabby Garcia with the 3-run bomb over left field. And then Ilana Aguinani just hit a 2-run shot over right field. Very, very windy there in Norman. Winds like 25 to 45 miles an hour. So we were kind of curious to see how is that going to affect the game. But heck of a start for Oklahoma, up 6-0 after going here to the top of the second. Yeah, Bob, so only 24-0. But you can't blame Teddy, though. I mean, we've seen 34. We've seen 30 plus, what, like 3 times this year? So, I mean, 27 is not out of the realm by no means, not with this offense. You ain't lying, Slaggy. You ain't lying. Yeah, OU's had a lot of two-way players over the years. A lot of great athletes for Patty Gasso. It's just tremendous how what she's able to keep bringing in from the high school ranks. She goes out each year and she only gets, 2 or 3 players maybe. Just gets whatever might be missing. But yeah, Patty, man, she's on a tear with the high school recruiting. Just ridiculous. Alyssa Parker here with the 3-1 count. Don't need any free passes. All good pitch. Little low in the zone. But good pitch there. I like it. So full count here. Alyssa Parker in the circle. Top of the second. No score. Nobody out. Nobody on. Like it. Again, kind of low in the zone. But the umpire is given the... So his strike zone is a little bit wider. That could have easily right there. To me, that could have been ball 4. Very, very close. Very, very close. But a strikeout there for Alyssa Parker. So I like that start here for the second inning. Hopefully we don't have CJ talking about, hopefully we don't see Stevie Wonder this weekend. You know what I mean? Umpire-wise. Hopefully he's not allowed to do any of the SEC games for conference. Reginald, exactly. Yeah, she doesn't have to. Yeah. Patty doesn't have to be Texas Tech. I like it, Bob. Yeah. It's a mild wind. I like it. You guys have the greatest comments, y'all. You guys are great. Let's go, Alyssa. 2-1 count here. Oh, good hit. Oh! Ella Parker had it and dropped it. It was kind of a hard hit ball out to right field, shallow. And it looked like it just popped out of Ella Parker's glove. Let's see a replay on this. I thought she caught it at first. She did. She caught it, and it just kind of bounced out of her glove. So an error there on Ella Parker out there in right field. See if we can't turn 2 here. Oh, good pitch. Strike 1. So if you're just tuning in, it's been as expected. Tulsa, very quiet at the plate. Oklahoma putting up a lot of fireworks. Already up 6-0 here in the top of the second. Alyssa Parker's feeling it, y'all. She had a 1K to start this inning. Fixing to have number 2, I feel like. Alyssa Parker's pumped up there in the circle. Oh, Trace is calling it. Swing and a miss, so strikeout again. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Melissa Parker here. Holy cow. She looks good, y'all. Timothy, yep. So there's been a 3-run bomb by Gabby Garcia and a 2-run bomb by Alana Agbagnani. And Timothy, what's hilarious is Kendall Wells, of all players, hit a little slow grounder to second. It was really weird. So we're at 105 home runs for the season. Yeah. CJ, you know it did. It pissed off Alyssa. Now she's letting the batters know about it. She's throwing some gas, y'all. 2-0 count here for Alyssa Parker. A little low. Come on, Alyssa. 3-0 count now here for Alyssa Parker. Runner at first, 2 outs. Oklahoma should be in the dugout, but an error by Ella Parker out there in right field. She went to catch a ball, and it just bounced out of her glove. Oh, good pitch. 3-1 count. Well, Timothy, thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're able to spend some of your Wednesday evening here with us. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like button while you guys are here and subscribe if you're new. This is a great place to be. This is a great center family. But we also don't mind trolls coming in too. So if you want to be a troll, Texas, whoever, it's okay. We don't mind the trolls either here. It's all good. Listen here with a full count. Oh, that was a good pitch. Oh, just a little low. So runners now at first and second. Alyssa will get this batter right here. So 2-1, 2 outs. Oklahoma up 6-0 here in the top of the second. Oh, a hit over second. Wow. So a line drive hit over Ilana at second base in Tulsa. Wow. Tulsa with the RBI single. So that error came back to bite Oklahoma a little bit. What should have been 3 up, 3 down had the error by Ella Parker out there in right field. And with 2 outs, a line drive hit over Ilana at second base, and Tulsa's on the scoreboard. Score now is 6-1. Carly Keeney out to talk to Alyssa Parker real quick. Carly doing a great job. Make sure you guys keep Jen Rocha in your prayers. Hopefully we see Jen back in the dugout here pretty soon. But Carly Keeney doing a phenomenal job, though. Kind of thrown into the fire on this, but she's done a phenomenal job. She's grown a lot over the past month. So she's going to be a great coach moving forward, whether at Oklahoma or wherever she may end up going. But yeah, Carly's done a great job. So here we are. For just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 6-1. 2 outs, 2-1. We had an error by Ella Parker earlier, and it came back to bite us a little bit. So looking to get out of this inning here. The freshman Alyssa Parker in the circle. Oh, that was pretty. Swing and a miss, strike one. So 1-1 count. Slaggy had 15-1. Teresa 24-1. Brian Sheas. Yeah, Carly Keeney's all business. I like it. Oh, that was a beautiful pitch. The off speed, that was a pretty change up. Definitely fooled that batter, a 1-2 count. Come on, Alyssa. Let's get the strikeout here. Oh, there we go. There we go. So all 3 outs came by strikeout by Alyssa Parker in this inning, but Tulsa able to get one, capitalize off that error by Ella Parker out there in right field. So moving to the bottom of the second inning, Oklahoma up 6-1. And we'll see if we can't put up another 5 or 6 spot here in the second. Yeah, Brian, that is net. Yeah. Her off speed, yeah, change up. Yeah, it takes a week to get there. Yeah, CJ, very, very nasty. Slaggy, true. But if Ella Parker would have caught that, it wouldn't have never happened. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we can't have free passes either. Can't do it. But Alyssa Parker, I feel like she's having a good day overall. She's a freshman, so now this ain't the best competition, obviously, that we're going to see with the SEC right around the corner, but I like what I see in the growth with Alyssa at the circle for sure. And of course, at the plate, she's such a dual threat athlete. She's, I don't know what she's now, probably 4th place, maybe 5th place in home runs. So Alyssa Parker has 9 home runs. I know the other day we were talking about her and Jordy Ball Fram, about how they're probably going to have a race for the most home runs by a pitcher this season. So, yeah. Kai Minor's leading off for the game, Brian. So if you're just checking in, bottom of the second, Oklahoma up 6-1. Yeah, so on the TV screen, they're showing kind of where we are. So in 2021, at this point, OU only had 89 home runs, and they hit up hitting 161, and we're already at, 105 now? So we are way, way, way above the pace of what that 21 team was doing. So Kai Minor up here to bat. Second time around. She started us off with the single, her first at bat, so let's see if she can't do it here again. Brian, I was thinking the same thing. Kind of made me think about KD a little bit with her sunglasses. Kai with another single. Man, Kai is killing it, y'all. Man, she's such a good hitter. And of course, her speed is so dangerous too. Man, Kai is such a great hitter, y'all. And only a freshman. That's just what's... The offense is not going to drop off anytime soon. We're going to see a lot of records be broken over the next 3-4 years, y'all, offensively, by this Oklahoma team. Ella Parker. There you go, Ella Parker. There you go, Ella Parker. 3rd home run of the game. Ella Parker making up for that error with a 2-run bomb. You know, she was mad at herself and wanted to make up for it. So just like that, Oklahoma already up 8-1. And it's only the second inning, y'all. Love it. Sorry, Bob. All right. All right, so you heard Bob. Can't do it now. Can't mention KD unless we're up, 21-1. Teresa, that's right, out of the Parker. Yeah, that was a shot by Ella. I love it. All right, Kendall Wells. So if you missed Kendall Wells' first at bat, it was very shocking to see. We either see Kendall hit a home run, or it's usually like a long fly out, to the outfield somewhere. She hit a little slow grounder to second. It was just really odd to see. So hopefully we see the Kendall Wells of old. She's coming into the game with 19 home runs on the season. See if she can get 20. I would think she's going to at least get 1 in this game, if not a couple. Oh, good pitch. Kendall wanted nothing to do with that. So Kendall Wells now here with a 1-2 count. If you're just checking in, Oklahoma up 8-1 in the bottom of the second. OU's had 3 home runs on the day. Looking to get a lot more here. Kendall fouls that one off. Oh, yeah, so 3 home runs. That's 106 on the year. So, hey, here's an over-under for y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Kendall Wells now with the 2-2 count. What do y'all think of that over-under? Kendall going to foul that one off down left field. We're sitting at 106 right now, so we got to get 4 more in this game. What do y'all think? Yeah, CJ, she killed that ball down left field. Foul, but man, she killed that ball though. Slaggy taking the under. Oh, she's gonna pop up to shortstop. Yeah, Reginald, you called that one, man. She's trying for that home run. You know she is. And Kendall Wells now 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a pop up to short. So not the start that we wanted to see for Kendall Wells, but man, her teammates are definitely picking her up. OU already has 3 home runs on the game. We're only here in the second inning. Cassidy Pickering at the plate. Nobody on, 1 down. On a very, very windy day there in Norman, Oklahoma. Pick with a hit. Not going to be able to. So Cassidy Pickering is going to ground out to shortstop for out number 2. JJ's taking the under. Okay. Yeah, Slaggy. So coming into the game, Kendall had only a 392 batting average. Here comes Gabby Garcia. She had a big 3-run bomb in the first inning. See if she can't do it again. Bob, you're great. Come on, Gabby. Gabby with a hard hit ball out to center field. So Gabby 2 for 2 now on the day with a home run and now a single. So 2 outs here. And as we've seen as of late, once Oklahoma gets 2 outs, they really like to turn it on and get 3-4 runs. So could we see that again here? Oh, you already have 8-1. Tulsa coming in with an 8-14 record. Not a good team by no means. So I wish them nothing but the best when they get into conference play. Gabby Garcia going for another home run, but the wind playing a factor, brought that ball down quick out there in center field. So after 2 innings, y'all, Oklahoma up 8-1. Let me change the... For y'all that keep up with OU basketball, of course, they got to win 3 to get in. They play tonight at 8:30. I think it's just the start for tip-off. So we'll see how the men's basketball team does. They'll be taking on South Carolina tonight. They win that. They take on A&M tomorrow, and then they would have to take on Arkansas. So we'll see if the Porter Moses is going to have them guys ready to go. Everett, I like it. She's going to save her legs. Yep. Agreed, CJ. Yeah, the wind is now 2-1. Hey, does East Texas A&M, do they have what, like maybe a handful of wins on the season? Yeah, right. Only 6-1. Yeah, that team, they've been getting killed by Tech, Texas. Man, they're just getting destroyed no matter who they play. They did score a run. And of course, so today's Wednesday, we have Auburn coming in. So about 48 hours from now, we'll be taking on the Auburn Tigers. When they come into Norman, it's supposed to be beautiful weather. Feel like we should get a sweep. I think we easily start 6-0 in SEC play. We have Auburn this weekend. We have Ole Miss the following weekend. Ole Miss not a very good team either. After that, we have to go down to Baton Rouge and face LSU. So that could be a pretty good series down there in Baton Rouge. So we'll see how that goes. But so here we go, top of the third inning. Alyssa Parker here in the circle. She's looked great with the 8-1 lead. See if we can get 3 up and 3 down and get back into the dugout here. We do not play Bama. So we have Auburn, we have Ole Miss, we have Texas, Texas A&M, South Carolina, and Kentucky. And LSU. And Arkansas. So we don't have Bama, we don't have Florida, we don't have Tennessee. And we don't have so we don't have Tennessee, Florida, or Bama. So I feel like it's a lot easier schedule for Oklahoma than what we had last year. So no reason why we shouldn't go, maybe 2 or 3 losses at most, maybe? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think regular season wise, Texas, and then depending on just the matchups, I would be very, very excited to see Oklahoma go up against Tennessee. I would love to see that game. There we go. First out of the inning. So Alyssa Parker here off to a good start. Just a little pop-up. Easy play for Alyssa Parker. She's such a great athlete, so that's nothing for her. Tulsa's going to foul that one off. And the crowd, middle of the week, time of the day, people have kids and families and jobs. Just stadium's not very full. A chilly day there in Norman. I think Everett said the wind is like 20 to 40 miles an hour, something crazy there in Oklahoma. Alyssa now with a 1-1 count. CJ, she's done that a lot this year, where she's fallen behind the hitters. Oh, good pitch. So 1-2 count here for Alyssa Parker. I believe she's had 4 Ks on the game. So every out last inning all came by strikeout. So Alyssa Parker doing some work today in the circle. Hard hit ground ball. Past Sid Barker at third. It's going to go all the way out to the corner out there in left field. So an easy double there for Tulsa. I mean, that ball was smoked, y'all. That was smoked down third base. Sid Barker with great effort, but hard hit ball goes all the way down there to the corner in left field. And by the time that Everett gets to it, an easy double there for Tulsa. So 1 out, runner at second base now. Oh, beautiful pitch. That changeup is killing these batters. They want nothing to do with that. Hard hit ball out to center field. Yeah, you're not going to run on Kai Miner. Good luck. So 2 outs now here for Tulsa in the top of the third. Yes, Slaggy. Yeah, Sid is great, but she's not nailing back defensively. Now, I mean, not that she couldn't grow into that, but yeah. As Patty Gaslo's coming out to talk to Alyssa Parker in the defense real quick. So if you're just checking in, Oklahoma up 8-1. OU just had 3 home runs on the day. Alyssa Parker's been here in the circle. Uh-oh. They're showing the bullpen. Katie's warming up, y'all. Katie, and I didn't see the other number. There was 2 pitchers out there warming up, and Katie was one of them. So are we going to see Kirsten Dill, Bob? I don't know. I know we're not supposed to talk about her. Not yet, but looks like that could be who Patty's going to go to. Sorry, CJ. They just showed it, man. Katie was over there warming up. Man, that was a ball, but man, Alyssa Parker is throwing gas, y'all. Dang. I don't know what that got clocked at, but she is throwing gas today. But again, falling behind the batter already a 2-0 count. If she can just get that part figured out with her control, oh man, she's definitely going to be the ace for a couple years from now. So there's 2 pitchers over there, and that looked like so Sydney Berzon and Katie are out there warming up, y'all. So we're either going to get Sydney or Kirsten. Okay, so who would you want to see? I mean, I think I want to see KD. I do. She has to continue to get her reps, get some work in, keep building her confidence. That's going to be a slow grounder. Get it. Let's go. There we go. There we go. So a slow grounder over to second, able to get the 3rd out of the inning. So are we going to see Sydney or Katie in the 4th? Let's see how that goes. So Timothy. Bob, she can. Yep. She can say she was on TV. Yeah, CJ, I wonder if it's 8-1 going to the 4th. Is Patty going to just say, you know what, not yet? Or is she going to make the change no matter what happens? I think obviously all of us want to see Sydney come in. She's the better pitcher. Even though they're both seniors, which is weird. But I wouldn't mind Katie coming. I wouldn't. Because, guys, we got to have her. We got to have her come SEC play. We're going to have to, at some point, she's got to come through and get us a win in the SEC in postseason. So we know that she can do it. I mean, against Tulsa, no reason why she shouldn't be able to come in, get some good work in, get some outs, lower that ERA, and build some confidence. You know what I mean? So Bob would rather have Katie and Wright Nella pitch. Yeah, Brian, I agree. I definitely think this weekend, if I had to pick 3 starters, it would be obviously Audrey Lowry, Miley, and Sydney to start the 3 games. And then, of course, you have Alyssa Parker, who's thrown really well. She's done really good. I feel like she's your 4. And then you have Katie as your 5. And then, of course, you have Berkeley Sakai, who's had work here and there, but Still has a lot of work to go before I think we'll ever see her in SEC play. Timothy agreed. Alyssa Parker needs the innings too, but I think Patty's thinking, hey, this is my last chance, my last opportunity to get some of these girls some work before we get into SEC play, and can't make some of these changes like they're doing against the weaker opponents. So Sid Barker with a hit to start us off here in the bottom of the third inning. A single there over to left field. That's right, Teresa passed the bat. Bill, 8-1, Oklahoma in the bottom of the third. Oklahoma's had 3 home runs. Looking to get some more here. Ilana with a bunt. Oh, great hustle, but thrown out. So Ilana was one of the – so we've had 3 home runs tonight, and Ilana was one of them. We've had home runs by Gabby Garcia, Ella Parker, and Alana Agbegnani. Kendall Wells, surprisingly, a pop out to short and a grounder to second. So very quiet night for Kendall Wells so far. Abby Dayton at the plate. Runner at second, 1 out. See if Abby can get herself an RBI here. Man, Timothy, we just got to keep the faith, y'all. We just got to keep the faith with KD. Whatever's been getting in her way, whatever the obstacle is, hopefully she can get past it and become more like the KD that we've known in the past for Oklahoma. Abby takes that one up high. So ball 3, 3-0 count here for Abby Dayton. Runner at second, 1 out. OU up 8-1. And if you're just checking in, Alyssa Parker has been the starter. She's gone all 3 innings so far. Abby Dayton's going to get walked here, so good start for Oklahoma offensively here in the bottom of the third. Agreed, Bill. Yeah, let's just get base hits. Agreed. Oh, Kai Miner, y'all. She's 2 singles. She's coming in with, a 536 batting average. Kai is such a dangerous weapon, y'all, for this offense. Takes that one up high, ball 1. Catcher's coming out to talk to the pitcher for a second. Yeah, Kai has 2 singles on the night. She is going to be such a great for Oklahoma. I hope we get to see Tia Malloy a little bit here tonight. I love Tia too. But this roster just has too much talent for Patty to try to get everybody in every game. So I think, unfortunately, we're going to see maybe a few girls leave in the transfer portal. Like, no matter what happens, whether we win a title, we don't, whatever. Unfortunately, with the high school recruiting that we have, we will see a few girls leave, unfortunately, I think. CJ, we do. We need some Tia time. Definitely need a big inning here. Bob. Kai is going to pop up. It'll get out of play. So there we go. So a 2-2 count here for Kai Miner. Runners at first and second. 1 out, bottom of the third. Oklahoma up 8-1. So yeah, I agree. But who do you take out? Like, where do you put her? I don't know. Personally, like, Personally, Ella Parker's playing right field. How about we put Tia Malloy out there at right field? Tia has more speed. I know Patty's trying to get Ella playing time. I get it. But what about Tia too? You know what I mean? And Kai is going to pop up to, a collision, but the ball is still able to be caught. Some miscommunication there by the left fielder and shortstop. They collide, but they were able to hang on to the ball. So 2 outs now here for Oklahoma. Katie needs a therapist from Ted Lasso. Timothy, I was in the Army. Oh, yeah. Boom. 107, number 4 on the game. Ella Parker, now back-to-back home runs for her. So if you're just tuning in, Ella Parker had an error the last inning. And it was in the second. And that's how Tulsa got their 1 run. But, man, she came back for it. She had a home run in the second, a home run in the third now. So Ella Parker, what a day for you. I mean, she just killed that ball out there in right center. Oklahoma up 11-1. So we now have 107 home runs. Golly, they're showing the replay. She just killed that ball. Oh, man. A no-brainer. That's right, Bill Boomer. Yep. 2 for 2. Here comes Bella Emmerling. One of the handful of seniors on this team. This is a very young team, y'all. Very, very young team. So that's why we're so excited for the future. Come on, Bella, pass the bat. Keep it going. Home run swing, but a swing and a miss, though. That's one thing we saw from Bella last year, too. It was either home run or it was going to be an out. Like home run or strikeout for her a lot of the time last year. Well, Timothy, thank you for your service. Appreciate you, sir. 20 years, that was my plan, but just wasn't meant to be. God had other plans. I had to medically retire. I was only able to be in 3 years, but I had to medically retire, unfortunately. But thank you for your service. Brian, thank you for your sons were in the Army too. Nice. Well, tell them I said thank you for their service. Yeah, thank you to all the vets in here. Absolutely. Timothy, yeah. So, Timothy, the wind is blowing 25 to 45 miles an hour. And I think, CJ, didn't Chris Plank say it was blowing in from right field, or was it left to right? I don't remember what he said, but yeah, the wind is definitely playing a factor. So, but even with the wind now, we've hit 4 home runs, so we're sitting at 107 now. Just insane. Bella with a big swing and a miss, completely fooled on the changeup there. So after 3 innings, Oklahoma up 11-1. Who's going to be the pitcher? Who's it going to be? They're showing the replay from Ella Parker. God, that was a no-brainer. That was beautiful. So yeah, just so you guys are aware, next game is going to be Friday night. Of course, I'll be here all weekend for this Auburn series. It's our first SEC opponent of the year, so I'm very, very excited that we're done with majority of the cupcakes for the rest of the year. So yeah, thank you not only to all of our veterans in here, but their families. It takes a lot. to make everything work and to run smooth if you're in the military. So not only the service members, but their spouses, it does take a lot. So yeah, definitely thank you so much for all the veterans in here and their service to our country. Slaggy, we do. We do. We do play majority of the cupcakes. Feel like we kind of got a Texas football schedule, right? And then, of course, while we're on break here, man, speaking of college football, man, five recruits that committed last weekend. Holy cow. Got the number one tight end out of Kentucky. I told my wife about that. She wasn't too happy. She didn't like that, but got the number one tight end out of Kentucky. 6'7", 245. Just incredible. Oh, CJ, thank you for that update. Yeah, so if you guys aren't aware, we have the SEC men's tournament started today. Right now, Ole Miss is beating Texas. I love it. OU plays after that game. So, yeah, after the game here at Tulsa, make sure you guys go on. It's on SEC Network. Check out, see what the OU men's basketball team does. They're going to have to win 3 to get in. So, a very doable path, but we'll see if they can actually do it. That's right, Slaggy. Always the horns down. Always the horns down. Oh, here it is. Kirsten Dill is in the circle. The senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, 5'9". Let's go, KD. No reason why you shouldn't come in here and dominate. 11.1 ERA, 6 walks, 11 Ks on the year. This will be her 9th appearance of the season. Oh, baby Jesus. Yeah, stop the presses. That's awesome, Bill. Yeah, the future is so bright for Britt Venables and the football team. Incredible. Timothy, me too. Man, with Jason Witten, yeah, there's no way that we don't have more play from our tight ends. But here we go. Kirsten Dill in the circle. Alyssa Pucker started the game. She went 3 innings. Had a pretty good night for her. But Patty going with the senior, looking to get some garbage time here. But she's been struggling. She's been very up and down all year long. So this is a good time for Katie to come in, get some outs, build her confidence because SEC plays here. So got to have Katie to be able to come through for us in SEC play. Katie here with a 1-1 count. Oh, good pitch. Really? How is that not a strike, y'all? Wow. Whoa. Okay, so I don't know how that wasn't a strike, but a 2-1 count here for Katie. Wow. It's going to be a pop-up. Is it going to stay in play? No. So a 2-2 count here for Kirsten Dill. Oh, Timothy. Oh, man. Ooh. So how does that even work, Timothy? Holy cow. So we have Oklahoma, Texas, and A&M. Ooh. Foul ball still 2-2 count here for KD. Top of the 4th inning, OU up 11-1. Nobody on, no outs. Slaggy, I think so too. I could definitely see that. Yeah, see, that's kind of like, so Timothy, like, do you guys watch the games together, or do you have to watch them in separate rooms, or how does that even work? It's going to be a pop-up. Oh, great effort, but not able to bring it in. Gabby, are you okay? Okay, there we go. So a fat ball, Gabby Garcia dives all the way out for it, just not able to quite get there. But amazing effort there by Gabby Garcia trying to get that foul ball. So still a 2-2 count here for KD. Oh, come on, KD, don't lose her now. Ball three, a little low. Yeah, see, that's why Timothy came here, because he's like, man, I want to watch some games with some OU fans. I get it, Timothy. So you came to the right place, man. You came to the right place. Because that would be, man, very odd in your household, sir. Melvin, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. So a strikeout for KD. There we go. There we go. So Melvin, 11-1 Oklahoma. Alyssa Parker started in the circle. She went 3 innings. Petty brought in Katie. Katie has a strikeout to start the 4th inning. We've had 4 home runs on the day. So just complete dominance like we thought we would see against a Tulsa team coming in only 8-14 on the season. So, but Melvin, glad you were able to come in before this game was over. Yeah. Katie with another swing and a miss. So 1-1 count. Everett, did you have another talk with KD or something? Everett, if you're in here, you let me know. Everett said before he was going to go talk to some of the team, make sure their head is right, make sure that they're good to go. Melvin 4. So we had home runs by Gabby Garcia, Ella Parker twice, and Ilana Agbagnani. So 11-1 here in the top of the 4th. Come on, Katie, get yourself another K. It's going to be a pop-up, but it's going to be out of play. So yeah, I'm starting to wonder now. I wonder if does Patty stay with Katie here? Did we bring in City to get some work in? Man, is that what y'all would do? Just because we have SEC right around the corner, have Auburn coming into town? Auburn, a team that we should easily get to sweep. There's no reason why we should not sweep Auburn. Auburn, of course, not a very good team in SEC, kind of a down year for them. We have Ole Miss after that. Ole Miss, not a very good team either. So, yeah. Bill, exactly. Got to get her confidence and just get focused. Exactly. 2-2 count here for KD. Another pop-up. Is it going to stay? Nope. It's going to go foul 2. So far, I like what I see from KD. She looks really good. So definitely what we want to see all going in the SEC play is KD looking better, looking kind of like the KD of old. So, oh no, Brian, Auburn can be dangerous for sure, but do I feel like they really have a serious chance to get a win? I don't. I just don't. Man, look at this. KD is cruising, y'all. CJ. Oh, Bill, exactly. Yeah, we can't take anybody for granted. Exactly. Yeah, nobody. I'm just saying if OU plays their game and doesn't play down to their competition, there's no reason why we should not start out 6-0. We shouldn't. I mean, we should be 6-0 going into that series with LSU at the end of the month. So beautiful day there in Norman besides the wind, but I mean, beautiful sunset there. So if you're just tuning in, AP started the game with 3 innings. Katie came here in the 4th, and she is going to get 1, 2, 3. CJ, look at that. How about that, y'all? Yeah, Melvin, she's dealing. Katie, 3 up, 3 down, got herself a strikeout. She walks off getting high fives with a big smile on her face. Patty gave her a high five. So, yeah, in all seriousness, y'all, that's exactly what we want to see going into SEC play is Katie getting back on the right track. I don't care who the opponent is. Just don't give up free passes. Get your confidence back. I love it. Love it. CJ, good point. Yeah, how much work has Carly done with KD to get her back on the right track? Exactly. Yeah, we just got to continue to keep the faith in all these girls. They're going to have ups and downs, growing pains. Of course, a very young team. So, yeah, we just got to keep the faith, y'all, with KD. She's a senior, but she kind of had a rough start, surprisingly, to everybody. But she seems to be getting on the right track now. So, I love it with this Auburn coming in here in about 48 hours or so. Of course, I'll be here, so I hope you guys are able to join us this weekend with Auburn. We take them on Friday at 6:30, Saturday at 2 p.m., and Sunday it's a noon game. So, of course, we have that going on. We have men's baseball going on. We have the men's basketball going on. They play about 8:30 tonight. They play after the Texas game, which is there a update on that? I know y'all said that Ole Miss was beating Texas, but is that game still being played or is it over yet? So it looks like the men's basketball team is going to have to win 3 to maybe have a chance to sneak into the tournament. So we'll see. They're showing a replay of all the home runs. Just Ella Parker with 2 bombs today. No brainers. They're still losing. Nice. How much time is left? Bob, that's true. That is true. About 5 minutes to go in the game. Okay. Man, I hope Ole Miss hangs on. It's always a good day whenever OU wins and the Shorthorns lose. Love it. Teresa, always horns down. Absolutely. Sid Barker at the plate. I'm sorry, not Sid Barker. Chaney Helton at the plate. Sorry. Chaney Helton, a sophomore, but man, she has a ton of speed. She's going to have a bright future, too. Completely fooled on that pitch. 2-2 count here for Chaney. Bottom of the 4th, Oklahoma up 11-1. So Oklahoma just 3 outs away from another win on the season. That would put them at 25-2 as we go into SEC play. So Chaney Helton's going to strike out to start the 4th inning here for Oklahoma. So kind of a feature on the schedule. So Oklahoma has Tulsa here. They have Auburn here at home. They go down to Memphis next Wednesday and take on the Memphis Tigers. And then they come back home. They go from Memphis and then they go to Ole Miss. So they got to go out to Oxford. And then they come home for no. Okay, so they have Auburn at home. And then they're away from Memphis, Ole Miss, and LSU. So after this weekend, y'all, they don't play at home again until March 31st after this weekend. Gabby Garcia at the plate, a 2-1 count. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss by Gabby Garcia. So quiet start here for Oklahoma. Come on, Gabby. Get things going. Man, that sky is beautiful there in Norman. Just the wind. Wow. Gabby Garcia with a swing and a miss. So Tulsa switches pitchers here. And man, she's effective. So 2 up for Oklahoma here in this inning and 2 strikeouts. Whoa. Lexi McDaniel at the plate. So coming into the game, she was tied with Kai for league leader on batting average. But Lexi is 0 for 2 on the night, so her average has dropped. She's still only batting .500. But a great start here for Lexi McDaniel to this season, though, for sure. Lexi here with the 2-0 count. Trying to get something going here for Oklahoma. Monty, welcome in, sir. I hope you're doing well out there in Tennessee. Boom. That's 5, right? So Lexi McDaniel with the 5th home run of the night for Oklahoma. So that puts us at 108. Is that correct? So 108 home runs, y'all. So we have got back up to where we average 4 home runs plus a game. So I like that. But 5 home runs on the night for Oklahoma, and now we're up 12-1. Right. Yeah, pushing my 5 now. Yeah. Fleming, we have done well with 2 outs all season long. So could this be another game where we see that happen? So Sid Barker at the plate, 2 outs. Oklahoma up 12-1. Sid 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. And what's crazy is I think Sydney has the lowest batting average on the team, and it's .352. So if she's on any other team, she'd be one of the best hitters on the team. But on this particular OU squad, that's the worst average on the team, which is just insane to say. That's so crazy. 108. Yeah, okay. So Bill, you're worried about? Yeah, Bill, that's what I'm ready to see. How is this offense going to react to the better pitching when we get into SEC play? That's definitely one of the things that I'm really excited to see. Monty, is everything going okay for you out there in Tennessee, sir? Sid Barker thrown out on a ground ball. So we had the home run, but kind of a really quiet inning there for Oklahoma other than that one solo shot. So going to the 5th inning, Oklahoma up 12-1, 3 outs away now. So Monty, if you're just tuning in, Alyssa Pucker started the game. She went 3 innings. Patty brought in Katie. Katie looked great. She went 3 up, 3 down, got herself a strikeout. So when it was in the 3rd inning, they showed the bullpen, and KD and Sydney Burzon were both in there warming up. So we're kind of wondering here, are we going to see Sydney or are we going to see Katie come out and finish this? Yeah, so this will be what, 25-2? So yeah, this puts us right. Yeah, so we're right back on pace now for 4 home runs with 108. It would be exactly 4. So yeah, we've gotten back on track. Yeah, 5th one of the game, so 108 now in the year. That's right. Slaggy and Monty, Sooner fans out there in Tennessee. Monty, did you get any crazy weather? Or Slaggy, did y'all get any crazy weather out there in Tennessee? Or just some basic thunderstorms? Uh-oh. Texas is down only 3 now. How much time is left? Of course, we're keeping an eye on the SEC men's basketball tournament. Texas has been down most of the game here to Ole Miss. OU plays after the Texas game, so definitely going to have my eyes on that after this game here is over with, is watch that basketball game. Just rain. Okay. Hey, CJ, how much time is left in that game? $2:30 to go. Okay. Well, hopefully Ole Miss finds a way to get that win. All right, so Sydney Burzon is in a circle, so that's what we thought some of y'all would see. So we saw Alyssa Parker for the first 3, Katie in the 4th, and then Sid here in the 5th. So I like it. I like that a lot. Let Audrey rest. Let Miley rest. Because, I mean, of course, that's your 1-2. I like Patty's plan here. I like it. Oh, big swing and a miss. So 1-1 count here. Of course, Sydney Burzon, the senior, the All-American transfer from LSU. So very excited to see her go down there and have to, and she's going to have to face her former team as we go down there to Baton Rouge in a couple of weekends. So Bob, she was. Yeah. Katie, if you didn't see it, Katie looked really, really good. Like the Katie that we've seen in the past. So, but I forgot which one of y'all said it, though. The one thing, though, that I want to see, and one of y'all said it too, was how does Katie react whenever it's a tied game or it's a pressure moment? How is she going to react? So, nice, Monty. There you go. Enjoy the movie. I like it. There you go, Sydney, with the strikeout. So, like what I see here. CG. So great start here for Sydney Burzon. Oklahoma up 12-1, top of the 5th inning. We're just 2 outs away from another win. The Tulsa Colts here making a quick change, tucking to the umpire. Slight fever. Oh, sorry. So one of y'all asked about the states. So we're still lacking 8. We have 42 states and 8 or 9 countries. Oh, an error over there by Sid Barker at third. So it should have been a routine out. I need to see a replay here, but Sid Barker with a little bit of trouble there on that ground ball at third base. They're showing the replay. Also, just off the glove, bounces off her glove at third. So the second error now here for Oklahoma in this game. All right, Teresa, you want to call it a double play here to end the game? Anybody want to call that? I did. So I've been messing around a little bit with TikTok, and I've had people come in there and say, "Hey, I've checked in on, or I've checked in on your show," and I had somebody tune in, or they from Minot, North Dakota, a lot more from Oklahoma. So yeah. A 2-1 count here for Sydney. 1 on, 1 out. Oklahoma up 12-1, looking in the game here on a double play. So it didn't. So we do get okay. I'm a little behind, so I'll got to see it here. Man, am I that far behind y'all? Teresa calls it. Good job, Teresa. And of course, my TV is going to mess up. So it was a walk. Oh, come on. My ESPN app decided to mess up. Did Texas lose yet? Or is that game still going on? Okay, Fleming. So I'm in the St. Louis area. So yeah, not too far. So Fleming, I live. I'm not too far from where the Six Flags is here in the St. Louis area. But yeah, I will make sure to get you up here on the board. Yeah, we've only had a couple of us in here from Missouri. So yeah, I will definitely get you up there on the board, man, for sure. Was that foul? Holy cow. So a 1-1. So 1 out, 2 on for Tulsa here in the bottom of the top of the fifth. A ground ball down first baseline. Oh, that was really close. Come on, Sid. Ball up high. So 2-1 count. Runners at first and second for Tulsa. 1 out, top of the fifth. Cindy looking to get this game over with, so we can go home and get ready for Auburn here on Friday evening at 6:30. Foul ball now, 2-2 count. Nice. So 72-64. Nice. Nice. Minute to go. Another foul ball. Well, I hope Teresa gets it here and gets a double play. A pop-up that's going to go out of play. So still a 2-2 count. Runners at first and second. 1 out here for Tulsa in the top of the fifth. Oklahoma up 12-1. So we're just 1 pitch away from a potential double playing swing and a. Oh, she fouled. Did it foul? Okay. Still a 2-2 count. Nice. So Texas lost, y'all. Horns down. Texas lost. Love it. Full count now here for Sid. Come on, Sid. Don't lose her. Come on, Sid. You can do this. Could it be just get the lead runner? Got her out at third. So a ball was slowly hit to Sid Barker at third. Able to get over and tag the bag to get the lead runner out at third base. So 2 outs now for OU. 2 on. So just 1 out away now here for Sydney Burzon. Looking to close this game out and get out of here. Hey, make sure you guys also go check out the Outlaw College Football. Some great guys over there. There's some one guy he's an OU fan. The other is an OU Bama fan. Outlaw is, but good guys over there. So make sure you guys go over there and check them out whenever you guys get a chance. They do a lot of great work over there. A lot of OU content. 2-0 count here for Sydney Berzon. 2 outs, 2 on. CJ, right? Yeah, thank God. Yeah, Sid has long legs. 3-0 count now here for Sid Barker. Come on, Sid, what are we doing? Come on, Sydney. As Sydney Berzon here kind of struggling a little bit, y'all. But can she find a way to get out of this? We have 2 down, but we have runners at first and second, and the batter has a 3-0 count. Texas won 10-1 over, who was it? East Texas A&M. Yeah. A walk. So Sydney Berzon walks a batter in 4 straight pitches. Now we have bases loaded. 2 outs. The infield coming in and out. I'll talk to Sydney Berzon for a second. Here comes Carly Keeney out to talk to Sid. There is no reason that Sydney should be struggling like this, y'all. None. Yeah. Slaggy, you're right. 2 walks and an error. 18 losses in a row for, oh, man. Look at Bob. Bob's asking to bring Katie back in. I like it, Bob. I like it. Yeah, Melvin. So, yeah, Ryan Hall, y'all, he is amazing. If you ever check it out, if you're ever wondering about weather, yeah, Ryan Hall, that is a great channel. Great point there, Melvin. He has a great weather channel. So, 0-1 count here for Sydney. So, Melvin, where he's from Southeast Kentucky. He's about 30 minutes from where my wife is from there. So, but yeah, that's a great channel if you want to check out the weather. So here we are, top of the 5th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. Oklahoma up 12-1. A 1-1 count. Sydney Berzon in the circle. See if she can get herself out of this mess. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So whatever Carly Keeney said, it worked because Sydney had just walked the previous batter in 4 straight pitches. So very impressed, y'all, with Carly Keeney. Of course, KD came out in the 4th inning. KD looked great. Another foul ball here. So gotta love what you see if with Carly Keeney, the pitching coach, kind of being thrown into the fire for Jen Rocha as she's recovering from her health issues there in Texas. But another foul ball. Still a 1-2 count. Yeah, Chris, that one too. I watched both of them. Yeah, I watch them both. They're both really good at what they do. Yeah, CJ, very impressed with Carly Keeney. Yeah, Max. Yeah, those are the 2 that I would definitely check out. They're definitely way better than any news anchor we see on any local TV channel. There we go, Sid. A strikeout to end the game. So kind of I don't know what you call it, kind of a rough inning there for Sid, but able to get out of it with no runs. And Oklahoma wins 12-1. They go on to 25-2 for the year. 19th run rule, y'all. Leads the country with 19 run rule wins. And we had 5 home runs on tonight. So now we're back. So we're up to 108. And shockingly, out of those 5, none of those came by Kendall Wells. So great night for Oklahoma. Great win there. The Auburn Tigers come into town. We play them in about 48 hours. So I hope you guys are able to tune in for that. Friday night, 6:30. So I'll get on about 6:15 Friday night. So I hope you guys are able to make it. and we're going to check out OU and see how the squad looks against SEC play. So, with all that being said, make sure you guys go check out the OU men's basketball team. They're going to get started here pretty soon. And thank you guys for coming in tonight. I appreciate all of you. And I will see you guys Friday night about 6:15. So, y'all have you guys have a great week to the rest of your week. And God bless. Thank you. And I will see y'all later. Boomer. Boomer, Deborah. Y'all be safe out there.